Welcome to a new type of conversation. With each episode, we'll meet with inspiring people sharing best practices at the forefront of creating change for our young people. We'll talk motivations that make a difference and how their lived experiences can help empower us to take action and make a difference in the lives of young people where we live. My name is CJ Sturmer, and this is the Champions for Youth podcast. Today, we're sitting down with Fernando, Kellen, Audrina, and Dawson. These are 4 high school teens, juniors, and seniors from all over. They're implementing our volunteer-led, award-winning Y Street program in their schools. For a bit of context, the Y Street initiative has been implemented in high schools since 2004 and has helped more than 10,000 teens become youth advocates to unite under a common cause of preventing tobacco use and promoting overall healthy lifestyles for their peers. We'll learn that teens really do want to live healthier lives, and they want to be leaders. They want to create change. But to make that happen, we have to give them a seat and a voice at the table. And if we just give them a chance to build community and rally, they'll create the opportunities for healthier behaviors and habits for their peers. This is their inspiring story.
What has that experience actually been like for you? When you are at school and participating in this, like, what is it that you're doing in the school? Dawson, I'll start with you.
We do a training day where we train upcoming Y Street members. And the really good part is state leadership team members that are from different schools have the ability to just teach their peers about Y Street and what Y Street is. And it really does hone the presentation skills.
How about you, Audrina?
Initially, Y Street was a really new program at my school when I first joined, so I was the only leadership team member my freshman year. But recently, we've seen a lot more students kind of join in. I think once you get the ball rolling, then it's really easy for teens to get teens involved because they're always looking for a chance to speak out for what they believe in. And if you give them that avenue, then it's really beautiful to see how they take that and run with it. So at my school, it's actually become a really flourishing program. So we're doing pretty great.
Kellen, what about in your school?
Usually our training consists of going into the lunchrooms, talking to each lunch period and talking to a bunch of the kids there. And usually I know for at least for my freshman year, I anticipated a lot of pushback and definitely more of, why are you looking at me? What are we talking about? What are you here for? That's exactly what I was thinking. But when you go there and they see fellow teenagers really advocating for themselves and really speaking about something that we all can agree on, whether it just be a certain portion or fully agree with one another, you would be surprised with the reactions you get and how willing people are to build something out to just support further.
Fernando, I want to ask you, what is the experience like in your school? Like, what do you actually all do?
We kind of do as well, do tabling events as well. We recently just had our site visit where we came, some people from Y Street came in and we just talked about Y Street, why you should join. And we also had our training day recently as well, which was really nice because I felt like compared to last year, I saw a lot more people were really interested, and also the questions during the training day, they seemed very interested. And not just that, we also had a wait list, which meant there was a lot of people who wanted to do it. So that was really nice to do it. Because I saw a lot of people would come in and they'd be like, hey, so I'm on the wait list, but can I still come in? But they weren't, unfortunately, because there was only a certain amount of spots, but it was really nice.
Wow, not a wait list, okay. And so people are looking to get involved, so there seems to be a lot of motivation then. Yeah. Are you all experiencing, is it sometimes easy to actually want to get involved? So I see a yes from you. So what is that motivation like? What motivated you to want to be a part of Y Street?
So I have always been a very opinionated person. I've always wanted to stand up and speak out for what I believe in as the eldest sibling, I guess, plays into that a bit. And coming in through Y Street, when I first heard of them, I thought it was such a great opportunity because I feel like us teenagers were kind of stuck in the middle. We don't have the maturity of adults yet, but we don't want the responsibilities of children. And so it's kind of hard to find a place for us and have a good avenue for us to speak out. So I feel like Y Street really gave me the opportunity to kind of use my voice, as you can tell. I kind of like talking, and it gave me the opportunity to channel that energy into something that would make a positive difference in my community.
What was your motivation?
At first, I wanted to join Y Street because they promised me food. They promised me food, so I jumped in. But after our training, they literally came up to us and they simply said that we will give you the opportunity to elevate your voice to really make a change over the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Wow.
And when they came in and said this to me, it almost something clicked. It was just, I needed to go out and I needed to just attempt to be a youth advocate. just try and say something about what I was feeling, what my opinions were, and just see if someone would listen or give me the time of day to just give me a good 30 seconds to just rant and just keep going and going about what can happen, and if it happened, what could happen, how it could make all the students around Virginia feel, and how it could really influence the future of how we are operating here in Virginia. And that's why I'm sitting here right now.
Yeah. How about you, Fernando? What was your motivation? Why was this so important to you?
Because I've always wanted to like kind of get involved with community. So I feel like this was a perfect opportunity, especially with like my city, like getting involved with them. Especially with the 2 campaigns that we work with, it was really nice because they were like 2 campaigns that were focused on 2 things that I thought were really important. So it was really nice to like kind of like boost those things.
How about you? What was the reason that you were like, I really want to do this?
So I started to realize that there's a lot of growth opportunity. And I kind of found out that like networking and presentation skills, if I hone them more than just in the classroom, like going out and like presenting in front of like a lot more people, that might actually help me in college and in my in the workforce as well.
But do you all get the opportunity to sort of, I hate to say the word border, but like work across borders, work across aisles, and actually engage with other Y Street programs across the state?
The first opportunity I got to engage with another group similar to Y Street was actually at this summit. We got to meet with our y'all people and also Next to Rise people. And we really got to see how a lot of states share a lot of the same issues as Virginia, in that their campaigns they were advocating for, they were almost identical to ours in their pursuit and their goals. And it's like, when you see this, you notice the little things, like all these students all see a common thing that's happening across the United States. And you can tell that if a lot of students are starting to come together now, starting to work together to start almost representing or combating these issues.
What does success look like to you? When you're like, we reached somebody, we did what we can do, I'm really proud of this.
I think when I see like the signs or just like certain things that like are part of the campaigns, and if I see them there, it's just like really nice to see it because it shows that like there was actually like a policy change, like it was actually approved, so it's really nice to see that shows that there's like support, just seeing maybe sometimes even if people post about it or talk about it, it's just really nice to see that,
to see your work actually having an impact and it being used by the people in your schools and community. How about what about for you?
So I feel like there's a few different kinds of like what I think success is. So one of them, obviously, like a really big one is the county partnering with us. I know Fairfax County, where we are right now, is a partner of Share the Air.
Right.
And another success is just people stopping by our table and like connecting with us. Like I've met so many people through like the tabling events that you were talking about earlier that come up to our table and they just feel so seen when we tell them about Share the Air, when we tell them about our Every Bev, and they're like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And they just feel so empowered in their own way that they're, or like the next generation is looking out for them and is trying to fight for policies that will help them stay healthier, and like that really resonates with people.
What does success look like for you?
It feels successful to me, even if we like have one tabling event and we get like nobody, but we get one person that's really engaged and really hits home for them. To me, I think that's a successful because I reach somebody. A lot of the people that do come to your table are very engaged and very like happy to see that the youth is starting to make these programs to get things done in their community.
I see a lot of nodding back here. Yeah, similar successes, or what does that look like for you?
For me, success really looks like when I see someone who maybe has seen one of our table events before, or come into one of our events before, and they still come back. They say, oh, I've seen this before. Oh, I've heard you talk about this before. And they come back with more questions saying like, what are y'all doing now? What's your next step? What are you advocating for this time? It's when we get those questions that we know we really made a difference, because it shows that if one person is remembering what we're doing, it means a lot more as well.
Did you see the guy from Henrico? There's a guy from Henrico that like stopped by our table, and he was like, "Oh my God, yeah, I've loved watching." He filled out a survey, and he like showed like a picture of like him next to one of our like posters, like one of our signs. I don't know if you like know him, but
Glasses brown.
he works with like the Virginia Tobacco Prevention like committee or something like that.
I'm probably talking to him.
I think he probably like look at like a KDM meeting or something.
Yeah, maybe a KDM meeting, or maybe he stopped by the table.
Maybe you know those you can take like a picture of yourself and like make it into like a gif of you like dancing or whatever. That's what he did, and he was like, "Guys, look."
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm really committed.
We talk a lot in what we do as adults that it's important to have youth voices not only at the table, but to actually help inform us what we're doing with campaigns. And I think Y Street has done a pretty good job at least saying, hey, we want to build these programs for you. Do you all feel that you are being included in not only the decisions that are being made that impact you, but the actual process to get to those. Do you all feel like the inclusion that you are experiencing is enough?
So I definitely think so. We are really involved in every step of the process. I know that for our leadership team, we have an executive board made up of our volunteers that we vote in. I was part of it last year, and they ask us all kinds of questions about like what we want in the point store, what we want like our merchandising to look like. We help run meetings to like teach YSLT like skills that we want to learn, and they're constantly asking us for feedback and making sure that we're involved in every step of the way. And I really, really appreciate that about Y Street because I've been part of programs that say they're for kids, but they don't actually want to listen to us. We're just like the figureheads for them. And so they really do involve us, and I think that they do a great job of it.
How about you, Dawson? Do you feel like there is enough opportunity for you to have a voice at the table?
There are, of course, parts after a KDM meeting, which is a key decision maker meeting, where you kind of do it and the person says they'll do it. And then you don't entirely know until like a few months later if the person actually like that night actually went and looked at the policy and was like, oh, I really like this policy, and actually went forth with giving it to their local government to get it actually enacted.
That's great. So you feel like you actually can be a voice and tell them about that policy, and you're seeing that actually change.
Right.
That's great. So we're seeing right here the effectiveness of including the youth at the table, and we see that. What does that feel like when you have the opportunity to actually say, I need this thing, this is important to us, we need to change a policy, or we need to have this a part of our Y Street, our program, or we need this in the schools, or I want to make sure this is marketed a certain way. How does that feel like when that's actually heard and actually done? Amazing, yeah. I see a lot of like yes and nods. Like
Almost surreal. It's being able to go out there and it's having actual and being able to put your voice out there after you've been thinking in the back of your mind that I could say something, but nothing's going to change. They're not going to listen to a child. They're not going to listen. They're going to be adults going to say, oh, we've seen the world. We've been around the block once or twice. We can do this. We can say this. It's like, y'all still in school. Y'all still have time to learn. It's like, well, if we get told that, what can our voices do? When we get the chance to actually put our voice out there and we get to see how people react, the facial expressions, the actions they make afterwards, it's almost like a breath of relief, almost like we're being seen for the first time in years.
Yeah. Fernando, how about you? How does it feel to actually see something, the action being taken?
It feels really good because it shows that, they're actually taking our, like what we're saying into consideration. They're actually, going through with it. So it feels really nice, especially, and then you see, like, the impact it has, on whatever the issue is that, you're trying to, combat. Like, just seeing that issue kind of already starting to, turn over. It's really nice. It's really, really good.
I completely agree. Like, this feeling of, it just feels amazing. And, like, the feeling of, like, it's surreal to be here, to be sitting in front of you right now, and to know that, like, all the hard work, like, to see the numbers that I'm presenting and to, like, really see it happen. It's just crazy to be an active part of it. And, like, I do feel, like, relief that I've been heard after such a long time. And it feels like, I've been pounding at the glass and it's finally broken.
And it's finally broken. What about you? Do you finally feel like the glass is being broken? Like, how does it feel for you?
I do. I really like how, like, usually it'll be, like, adults are a little, like, should I come up there? But then they come up there and then they're just, like, shocked about, like, how well we present the idea and how passionate we are and how much of a great team of advocates we are. And they're like, oh my goodness, these people are like 17, 16 years old, but they're talking like they're 30.
Right.
And they're like, oh my goodness, like these people really know what they're talking about. So I think it's very empowering to like shock adults about like how training and just like knowing a campaign and just being very passionate about what you feel about really does hit people very hard. Like knowing that we're kids, but we're really passionate about these problems.
When these things do get implemented and there's action taken, obviously it feels great and everything like that. What has the feedback sort of been from your peers? Like whether it be on a Y Street level or even like you talk about policy change, you talk about access to different sort of resources and materials. It kind of started with you. What has the response been from your peers and just community members? What have you heard?
Yes. Actually, compared to when we first started campaigning, where we were getting that pushback and we were getting the glares and like, why are we doing this? When we come in and show that we actually have made a change, we do something actually for one of our campaigns, Rev Your Bev. We do a Rev Your Bev week which we come in, we continue to promote this campaign, and this is our week where we collect thank yous, so we can go around and thank the counties that have updated their wellness policies based off our advocacy and based off the things we have done, and came to show them and improve and based off facts and answers and responses we've gotten from the actual community. And when you see all these kids walking up and saying, "This happened? When did you do this? When did you start doing this? What could have happened? When could have we been a part of it?" And you see all these people coming up and writing thank you cards and being generally shocked and surprised. It's just self-fulfilling in a weird way.
What has the response been like in more maybe sort of your overall communities?
It's been very positive. Like I said before, it really resonates with people. And when they see this change happening, like Kellen said, when they see like the tangible results that we've been getting from all of our work, like it just becomes so much more real to them. And I know that like in my freshman year, again, there was some pushback. There was like, why are you doing this? Why are you, why are you yelling at us at like 7:20 in the morning? Like, why do we care? Yeah. And now that they've like we had our celebratory event, like you said, and they're seeing like the results. We had so many new members show up, and like we had our very first member meetup last week, and there was like 10-15 people, which is like and that was like compared to the 0 from last year, like people are really getting involved, and they're like really being empowered to make change in their own right.
Right. So like Fernanda, you even mentioned that you all have a wait list to actually join for him.
Yeah.
Do you think that because that's due to just the response that they're having, like we see action being taken and that is a good motivator for them to want to join?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are really passionate about like because on the site visit we had explained to them, what the campaigns were about. And I think a lot of people were really like encouraged to join because they really wanted to make that change. They really wanted to see, what they could really do. Because a lot of those campaigns, they would be like, oh, really? Like, I didn't know like this was a thing. So, kind of seeing that response from them and seeing them really like be engaged and want to actually be a part of it, and it's really nice to see that happen.
Yeah. Dawson, what do we need more of? Like, this is great, but also this is what we need.
More availability. So I want kind of communities to start doing more events so that we have more opportunities to go to these events and like 5Ks, fun runs, more I don't know, adults playing baseball just for fun for one day. And then we can just have these tables so that we can advocate for more people. And one of our campaigns, Rev Your Bev, would be very great for athletic events. So I think it would be really great to kind of work with parks to have the Share the Air campaign, but also telling youth in baseball tryouts or soccer in the park can also be part of Rev Your Bev. So it's a 2-in-1 in all of our parks. And I know we have plenty of parks throughout Virginia. So I think that would be absolutely amazing. I think that one thing that I noticed was mentioned a lot was that people don't really know what Y Street is, even though we are the largest volunteer organization in Virginia. A lot of people don't know who we are. And I think just having the outreach and the amplification of our message and making sure that more people know about us and know that there are very real opportunities that they can have if they just reach out. Just having the word spread about Y Street would be really, really helpful in spreading our message. Because right now it's just kind of concentrated. We have people all over the state, but you can see there's very clear concentration as to where our policies are being implemented. And we're trying to make our whole map be covered with Y Street.
I mean, I feel I don't know if this would be possible now, but I feel it'd be really nice to maybe sometime maybe in the future. I don't know how it would really happen, but just maybe because a lot of these do really help your health. So maybe just adding little things and health courses where it's hey, there's this little opportunity, you should maybe check it out because these are really beneficial to your health. So it'd be really nice to see these in school, just in your health classes and stuff like that. Just adding that, just inserting it in there, just this is something that you should consider, so it's more heard of because I know for a lot of schools health courses are required. So just kind of inserting that inside. It's just it'd be a really nice way to just kind of spread the word more.
I love that. So it's kind of what we talked about before. It's yes, you have included us. That's great. Now there's another step that we can do to go a little bit further, right? We've talked about that before. What about you? What do we need more of?
My answer is going to ping a little off of Ami here, but I just think we need more people to just be willing to hear us out. Just come out, want to know more, keep coming back and asking more questions, wanting to know what more they can do to help and what more they can say that would further expand our outreach so that more people heard about Y Street, why us kids are coming out every random mornings from 8 to 4 in the afternoon to speak at random events.
Yeah.
Just keep spreading the message, just word of mouth to word of ear.
Now, who should we be saying that to? Do we want to say that to our peers, or are we thinking more adults?
I think it should be a mix of both.
Okay.
Anybody who is willing to hear, who thinks their voice could further push our campaign. if they think they can do more and they think they want to do more, then come on down here. So
What do you want to say to each other? You all have, you're meeting sometimes for the first time. You don't always get the interaction with each other, but I kind of want to give you a moment to like really talk to each other and what would you like to say to your peers that are also doing the similar work?
I'd like to say that I am so proud of each and every one of you. I see like the Instagram updating with you guys, like attending meetings and things like that, and I get to talk about your achievements, and it's just so happy to me when I like recognize your name in like the media, and I just see you guys doing such awesome work. And honestly, it's really inspiring to me and the people at my school. So just thank you for everything that you do. I'm really proud of you, and I really hope that we get to work together on things in the future.
I feel like you guys are doing an amazing job. I feel like you guys like really, you guys really, take the time to really like, get to know the campaign, really get to take the time to, really know more and more about like, how to really reach people. You guys are really, focusing on those patterns, seeing what people might like, like what might, make them like want to do, like be part of the campaign. So I feel like that's really like, you guys are really like on it, and that's really nice. Like, I feel like that's really cool. So I'm really proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Dawson, what do you want to say to your peers?
So I'm really proud of each and every one of you guys, and I really like each and every of your guys' personality, because all three of you guys are very different. But you guys share the passion for Rev Your Bev and Share the Air, and I think that it's just so great to like do kind of like these things, just to like hear other people's voices, because I know like we share like, oh, we support Share the Air and Rev Your Bev, but I also like hearing like, I love hearing each and every one of your guys' stories, because everybody, all Y Street members have a story, and your stories are always so inspirational, each and every one of you guys. You all have just said so many great things that even I could apply to when I talk to people to get them recruited onto Y Street.
I want to start by saying we all passed the vibe check up here. Like we all have, when just a little bit what Dawson just said, we all come together, we all have this similar goal, we all have this similar idea, and to see each and every one of us ping pong off each other how to elevate these ideas further, how to take them to the next step, how they could further improve one another. And it's almost a sense of community. It's almost like when someone asks me, who's your greatest inspiration? It's like, it's the innovators sitting around me. It's the innovators who couldn't be at the summit with us today. It's all those innovators and all you guys who come together and just watching us all put our heads together to form a change, to form new ideas. It's that warm feeling that makes me just proud of every one of y'all.
Yeah.
Y Street Leadership Team.
Yes, team. There's no I in team. There's an us. There is no us in team. You catching my drift. That's the vibe still.
Yeah, still passing the vibe check. I am also incredibly proud of each and one of you. I know it's not always easy to sort of be a voice of peers and to stand up on a stage, and it's not always easy to be the center of attention and to speak up for what you need and what you believe in and then demand action. So I'm glad to hear that you're proud of your peers. I hope you are proud of yourselves, and you definitely deserve that recognition. So thank you for your time today. Thank you for representing a community of people that absolutely deserve it, and for doing a lot of great work in your campaigns and really striving to promote the health and wellness of people like you. So thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Wow, it's young people like this that really give me hope for the future. You know what I mean? A special thanks to the Virginia Foundation for Healthy Youth and Prevention Connections for making this podcast happen, and to Mauricio Reyes from Teleconnect for this great music score. To learn more about our programs, visit us on the web at vfhy.org. And hey, if you like today's conversation, share it with other people. The only way we can make real change is if we do it together. And before you go, give us a little 5-star rating. Show us some love. Tell us what you think. I appreciate you all listening today, and no matter what you do in this world, go out there, go do good. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.